What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to more NFT. So we're trying to wrap this thing up to get it finalized for the race in August. So we're getting close, still a couple weeks out, but there's a couple things that I want to address. So technically the car is good right now, but the one thing I'm not kind of confident in, which is so weird because I didn't change nothing, but is this, which I have it off right now because we got the trans back in and I haven't put this on because this is what I'm going to modify. But the cold, or the hot side, or sorry, the cold side pipe right here. So last year I made this pipe, so we went 3.5 inch, and I had zero issues with it coming off this coupler down here, which is kind of hard to see. But this year I put it all together and I was boost leak testing it because we did the turbo swap and obviously had all the charge pipes and everything off, and that sucker blew off at like 45 psi. So I'm like, well, at the track we're going to be running a little bit more than that. So I got two options. I'm either going to just extend the intercooler, so I'm going to take the intercooler off and weld on an extension piece, because like it sucks, it's like maybe an inch too short with that coupler, which that coupler is in like a really bad spot anyways. So if I extend it out here in this area, it's going to be easier to work on or easier to get to anyways. So I might extend it to use a coupler, or I might weld on a HD clamp. So I have one, but the only thing with welding on an HD clamp is we got this powder coated, and I'll have to cut and grind off the powder coat and all that stuff, and then it's going to be exposed and I have to repaint it. So that's going to be like obviously the more secure option is if we do an HD clamp. Couplers suck. Like this is just, that's just a setup on the car. I didn't mess with the intercooler setup or nothing yet, but I did change this one because I changed this throttle body. So when I built this pipe, I welded this on, but that was before I got powder coated, and I should have done that to this down here. But so I'm still deciding on what I want to do. I'm going to grab the fittings or the pieces and kind of mess with it real quick and see. I mean, quickest is just going to be taking off the intercooler, welding on that extension piece, and then all I have to do is cut back I just have to cut this back, this pipe, and then I got the bead roller. I have the tool to re-roll that bead, and then I can slap the coupler on and it'll be good. Just right now though, like I said, the intercooler and the cup, like the pipes don't go in far enough for me to be comfortable, and I don't know why. Maybe I just got lucky last year and it was just holding on, but when I boost leak tested it, I went to like 40 psi, it blew off. I thought I was dead, because if any of you guys have boost leak tested a car and had the freaking tester or something blow off, or a coupler, it's like a damn shotgun, a grenade goes off right by you. So but then I kind of readjusted the clamp and the coupler and got it together more, and it got up to like 35-ish, and I was getting a little scared, and I was like, well, it's holding right now. But it's just one of those things, I feel like it's gonna like blow off in the middle of a pass, like during eliminations or something when it really matters, and I'll just be kicking myself in the ass. I still got time, so we're gonna get that fixed. Plus we're going to, I'm gonna make this smaller, get rid of this cap, because this is just the oil or the coolant, like the coolant overflow bottle and stuff. I don't like how big this one is. That one was just, I had it, I tossed it in there, it works, but I got some other stuff that I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, and then we'll get that painted black. So we got a little bit of actual fab work to do today. You know, the channel's got an fab, and we don't do that much fab, but we can do some fab, and we're gonna do some today. So hang with me, stick with me. You guys know what to do. This is GSD. All right, let's get this damn coupler off here. Okay. I just wish this thing was kind of a little bit longer, which they make some longer ones, but like I said, I don't know, the couplers, and then as I was taking the T-bolt loose, the thing busted. It's just, I think we're just gonna have to do the HD clamp. All right, so I had to end up getting this transition piece over here because, just a little bit here, so see, I don't know the background's gonna kind of wipe this out, but so this is a 3" to 3.5" transition. I mean, you can kind of see how it cones bigger, because the intercooler is 3", but the cold side pipe is 3.5", 90mm. So I got this so that way we can obviously do 3" up to 3.5. But looking at this, I'm still gonna have to, I gotta extend this regardless, because that, I want to put this like, let's see back down here. Let's see, let's get some light on the situation. I should probably take, let me get these hoses off out of the way too. Alright, so yeah, this piece, I have to extend that quite a bit. I'll have to extend that with 3", huh? Because, yeah, I need to get, yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, that piece wasn't long enough, so let me go grab a longer piece. We'll do this at home, kids. Okay, we got this piece here. So I'm gonna kind of start cutting it down. The safety squints, or the actual legit safety glasses, and he does squint. So let's actually get cut. So we're going to extend the intercooler a little bit. So I want to get this past. So I think we can probably. Yep, that's halfway. Halfway on the radiator should get me out where I want it to. So let's go cut this, and then this way. Alright, we got these pieces cut down. So that's what it's gonna like. We're just gonna extend that intercooler to get past the radiator here. Okay, we're gonna have to get this. Alright, get the radiator off. Or the radiator. Yeah, the air radiator, the intercooler. Got an issue. So I want to cut this off. So when I weld this on, I don't know, it looks a lot cleaner, but I don't know how the hell I'm going to cut this off though with the intercooler, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get this in the saw. So we may just leave that on there, just weld that. Just whatever. Just my OCD kicks in and I don't like leaving that lip there, but that's what we may end up doing. So I'm going to see if I can get it. But then too, if I don't cut it, I'll just clean it up, and then if I cut it, I have to worry about getting shavings and all that shit in there. So I'm just going to leave it. It's just going to cause more headache. So we just need to get this over to the bench, get it cleaned up, prepped, and then we can start. We can extend it. So technically look like this now. Put an HT clamp on that. Hey, race car. We're not building it from scratch, we're modifying it. Let's get this stuff cleaned up. We're gonna weld on the, you can see, take these off. We're gonna weld on the HD, I forget the HD clamp that I'm calling it. So I rock the ones from Evil Energy. Great price, and they're built the same way as all the name brand ones. So I've been using a lot of this stuff. I've been kind of testing it, and it's, I mean, so far so good. I haven't had nothing fail, so I'm gonna keep rocking them. I like them, they're simple, they're sleek, they do the job. So you guys feel like going and spending 150 on a clamp, have at it. I'm gonna spend my, I think 35 bucks or something, and it's built the same way. So Evil Energy, baby. I like the name too. Get all that crap off here. Okay. Out the way. Let's clean up the tungsten real quick. Other way. There's a damn power button on this thing. Right here. Clean off the bottom of it, and then I'll retape it. Okay. This off, on with the hood. Oh yeah, always like to clean off. Maybe not that, huh? Somebody use this one. I always like to clean off the rod too, because I'm gonna build. I gotta build some enclosed ones, but all my rod just sits up here on this little screws that I just tossed up there, so they sit all exposed. So kind of can get like some surface nastiness on them. So I always do a little wipe down on them too before I weld anything. The better you prep, the better your weld. Get it cleaned up. I used to just attempt to weld dirty stuff and slap it together, and it just gives you issues. So. Alright, it's been another 2 months or so, so let's see what we can do here. son of a bitch done. That was, that was a pain in the ass. But hey, we got it done. That was tough. It's hot. I turned off the swamp cooler because I think it was kicking in at one point around the garage here, and kind of the airflow is kind of messing with the coverage and gas. But all right, we just got, aluminum's tough, especially if you got to do like tricky stuff, man. I mean, it's welded up. It's like I get going on some good runs and then just kind of get in a weird position, but hey, it'll hold. So we'll fab some stuff up and get it done. I never said it'd look pretty. It's gonna be functional. It's gonna GSD. We'll get that shit done. All right, so we just gotta let this cool off now before obviously I handle it. So I'm gonna kick on the swamp cooler and probably go like stick it in front of it just so it helps cool it down. And then we can, once we get this all mounted back up, we can permanently mount this now. I'm probably gonna hit it with Scotch-Brite to get rid of this kind of shininess on the aluminum. Kind of like the dull finish better. I don't like shiny stuff unless it's gloss black. But chrome, I ain't a big fan of chrome. On certain cars, I think I mentioned this in the past, on certain cars, older school cars, or if like your whole build has got a lot of chrome and stuff on it, but you're like just gray and black, I'd rather have a dull aluminum. Because I'm not spray painting the whole or powder coating the whole. I know you can get these anodized and stuff, but maybe we'll do that. We'll do that on the GSX build. But all right, I'm gonna get this thing cooled off, and then we'll mock up the cold side and see how short we need to cut that to weld another fitting, and then I think all the welding will be done. Yep. So we just got done welding up. I'm not gonna stick this in front of the fan, so the wind's gonna go all crazy. But all right, that side's done. Everything's done. I test fit it. I think the time lapse died when I was messing over here test fitting it. So test fit it, worked. I beated it. Have any of you guys ever tried welding aluminum after it's been powder coated? That was a pain in the butt. I mean, that metal was contaminated. I took a wire wheel and obviously cleaned it off as good as possible. Wire brushed it, wiped it with acetone and stuff, but still like that powder coat was like obviously like down in the layers of the aluminum. So like when I hit it with heat, like some of the powder coat would just come to the surface. So like made it a pain in the butt to weld it up, but we got it done. It obviously doesn't look the prettiest, but it sucks since that pipe's powder coated. But I'm just going to, I think it's pretty much like satin black, so I'm just gonna hit it with some spray paint. It's race car, it'll look good for now. I mean, this OCD stuff I'll have obviously once I build the GSX, like it's gonna be built, perfected, and everything will be how I want it, but we're just making stuff work. All right, we'll get down the track, run some eights. So I'm just letting that thing cool off over there in front of the fan, and then I need to hit it with some paint. It just got done raining. And like it dumped, so everything kind of got wet. I pull everything in the garage, like I guess just a cart. I pull everything in the garage real quick and finish welding that up. But by the time I was done welding it, the rain was over. So let that thing cool off. We'll clean it up, hit it with some paint, let it dry, final install. And then I'm messing around. I just got this painted, so I guys painted. So I gotta make a new bracket because that used to go right here, but we're gonna mount it down on this frame rail right here and tuck it down. So I guess while that's pulling off, that's probably what I'm gonna work on now. We're getting that bracket and stuff made up real quick. All right, man, let's go. All right, we got that all modified, welded, all that good stuff. So this thing is technically done, I think. I still got to put on the breather So I gotta go through this guy right here, and I think there's an O-ring that I might need to replace because that one leaks a little bit. So I'm gonna check those out. But yeah, we got all the fab work done. So new cold side is on. We got it painted, which the paint satin kind of blended with the powder coat, so can't even tell. It looks really good. I'm really happy with it. So we just kind of touched up the whole pipe a little bit. Got that, and then the new, which is like tucked way, you can see it right there, the new kind of overflow for the water. So it was up there before, that big ugly one, if you guys remember. Just up over on the shelf now. But got that down there, cleaner. It's tucked away. That looks good. Happy with it. It turned out really good. Happy with it. The fittings look good on it. So yeah, man, we are like 99.9% ready, I think. So I'm going to finish getting this stuff on, and then probably take it for a spin around the block, make sure all the gears and everything shift fine and all that good stuff. Well, I was gonna mess with those oil breather lines. I'm going to go take this fitting off, and freaking time-lapse died again. And look what happened. The sucker broke. What did I do with the other end? I don't know what they did with the other end, but I think the fitting broke. God dang it. So, well, luckily we still got some time, and I'm not going to be test driving it today. So we'll get one of those fittings ordered. That's right. Rather it do here or happen now than at the track and stuff. So I don't know why that, like, it was in there. It just, like, I don't know, it was like seized up or something. But after I kind of broke it free, I was able to get some vice grips on it and pop it loose, and it came out. No damage to the valve cover, so I'll just get some. I'll probably order a couple just so I have some spares in case that crap happens again. With race cars, man, if you got to buy a part, might as well buy 2 of them. You got to buy some fittings, buy 2 of them. And you got to buy freaking oil, get 6 oil changes. It's crazy. So whatever, there's worse things that can happen. Always try to stay positive. It's just a car, we'll get it fixed. It's just money, you can always make more. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video, you guys. Though kind of did a lot to NFT today. Got some stuff knocked out, was heading in the right direction. Now he's got a little bump, so just got to fix that fitting. That's no big deal. And then yeah, so in the next video we'll probably get that fixed, and then we'll go for a little cruise around the block, make sure we got all the gears, make sure everything's good. And then by then too, something will be showing up. So something's supposed to show up tomorrow, which I'll do a video when it shows up, and I'll get that posted for you guys. But it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be a huge improvement to the race program. Looking forward to it. Came all the way from Georgia, and you guys know what comes out of Georgia a lot. So but yeah, I'll do a video on that. But anyways, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share the video. We're almost at 1,000. Let's keep it pushing, and you guys know what to do. Get out there in GSD, baby. Catch you guys on the next one.